Good afternoon, and thanks for joining the Rebel Reset Show, where I hope to bring you a juicy little nugget of inspiration or motivation in less than 10 minutes, because I know you're busy. If we haven't met yet, I'm Catherine LaBelle. I am a certified professional coach, and I help high achievers like yourselves get more meaningful success more quickly. And you can always find out more about me by going to my website at rebelmindsetcoach.com, where you can find out how we can work together. You can also send me messages either here on this platform or on my website, and we can have a chat soon. But let's jump into today. What's on my mind? I just finished a really great workshop series with a company, and it was a group of really powerful, diverse thinkers. And we were really surfacing a common barrier to success, and that is accountability. So I wanted to bring this to your attention because it's not that we don't understand accountability, right? We have it in our lives everywhere, and it works. And sometimes we want to break from it, right? It's like, if we decide we want to accomplish something and don't say it out loud, then if we don't do it, we haven't failed anybody. It's almost like we can not even admit that we failed ourselves by not getting something done. And I really am finding that is happening a lot. It happens for me, and it happens a lot for my clients. So I work with a lot of high achievers, and high achievers, it just means that it's you. There are a lot of things that you take on. You're good at things. You are accomplishing a lot all the time. You can take the burden off of other people, but it means that you are meeting expectations on a regular basis. And even though that can feel really good, it also can be exhausting. So if you come up with one more thing that you'd like to accomplish, if you keep it private, then you don't have to get to it, right? Like if your day is just too long and you don't get to it, what's the big deal? What harm is there? And that's where I want to bring your attention. So here's where the harm is. If you don't build as intricate a system of accountability for the things that matter to you, then they are always going to fall off the bottom of the list. And I know we've talked about this before, and we're going to talk about it again, because it is a problem. It's a constant problem. You can't clone yourself and do 7 days worth of work in one day. I realize that, but it's really important that some of your day has to do with what really matters to you. And if it's just your own personal goal, and it may be professional and involve other people, it may involve your family, it may involve other people, right? But if it's not a common, well-known goal, then there isn't a discussion happening about it, right? There isn't that accountability factor happening. So if it's privately held, it is always the first thing to drop off the list. There's a lot of research done on accountability. I'm just going to hop in here, and some of us are number people. So if you want more information on the research that I've read, I can send you a link. But here's a basic fact, and this is the Association for Talent Development actually broke this down really well. So if you think of an idea like, let's say you decide, and I'm going to pick a fun one. You want to paint your bathroom Tiffany blue, which I did, by the way, best thing I've ever done. And you think to yourself, because you've just watched a home improvement show, and you think, ooh, I'd like to do that too, and I think I want to paint my bathroom Tiffany blue. That thought coming true is about 10% likely to come true. If you actually consciously plan to do the thought, think, okay, so I'm actually going to do it, and I think I might do it this weekend, it goes up to 25%. And it goes up incrementally from there the more you make the concept real. So all the way up through, if you plan it on the calendar, it goes up. If you mention it to somebody, so if you plan on the calendar, it goes up to 50. If you mention it to somebody, say it out loud to somebody else, it goes up to 65% that you're likely to do it. If you tell somebody, this is what I want to accomplish, here's how I'm going to accomplish it, and here's when I'd like to have it accomplished, please work with me on that, even if it's just checking in, you are 95% likely to do it. That is huge. Think about all the great ideas that have passed through your mind that have come and gone. You watch the home improvement show, you imagine your Tiffany blue bathroom, and then reality hits and your bathroom is still avocado green, which by the way is coming back, so you might as well just leave it. Just kidding. But lots of good ideas just go in one side and out the other because we don't build in accountability. Because we're tired, because we're good at excuses, because it's not as important as getting your kids to school on time and getting your team the work you owe them. Except we have to have balance, right? So as we're approaching the end of the year, as we're getting to, January's New Year's resolution time and all of that, and the conversations are going to start to percolate, I just want to remind you that accountability is huge. So if it's a professional goal, a health goal, a mindset goal, what you owe yourself is the discussion beyond, I think I'd like that. And try to figure out how you would actually put it into practice. And then get somebody to hold you accountable for it. So that's what came up in this workshop, is that the workshop was, it's my Goal Digger workshop, and I'm going to be offering one again soon. This was within a company, but you guys will hear more about it later. But basically it's, let's dig for what your top goals are. Let's get to know your priorities and let's make them happen. And what we were all discovering is that when it came to the personal goals, the reason those were, for 5 years we haven't done anything about it, is because we never said it out loud, because we didn't want to fail anybody. We didn't want to fail ourselves. That's the chewy nougat center of it. And we never got official about it. And you can get official with a friend who is going to, like the butt kicking friend, right? The one who's like, that's not a good enough excuse. You said you were going to do such and such by Monday and it's Tuesday. So is it going to be done by the end of the day? That kind of friend, not the friend that says, oh, you must have been very tired. Of course you didn't get that done. That's not accountability. That's just mush. And that's nice to have. But I'm talking about sign up with someone, a coach, a friend, a colleague, to make sure that you have a structure in place for the things that matter to you. And even if you just pick one, right? And build it out as successfully and sophisticatedly as you would a plan for something you're doing for work, all the way through something as complicated as, writing your will. I mean, all these things that take a lot out of us and take a lot of thought, personal and professional. You set details down, you put them in writing, you make it official, you finalize it, and you move on it. So that's where I want your mindset to go. I want you to think beyond this sounds nice, to here is my plan, and here's who's going to hold me accountable for it. And you're going to go from 10% to 95% likely to get it done. So if I can help you with that, let me know. If you have a great story about this, I'd love to hear about it, as would we all, because we all need inspiration from our peers. And I am so glad you joined me today, and thanks for letting me give you a little loving kick in the butt. And I hope you join me again soon. We'll talk later. Bye.